Debilitated Sun. According to Vedic Jyotish, the Sun is said to be debilitated in a horoscope when it is placed in the sign of Libra, which in simple words means that Sun becomes weakest when placed in Libra, compared to its placement in all the other signs. A debilitated Sun is associated with many bad things by many astrologers, and it is believed by a number of astrologers that a debilitated Sun always works negatively in a horoscope, and it brings bad results for the native, which is not the case. In actual practice, and a debilitated Sun can work positively as well as negatively in a horoscope, depending upon the other deciding factors and overall tone of the horoscope. The word debilitated simply tells us about the weakness of Sun in a horoscope, and it does not relate to the nature of the Sun in most of horoscopes, and accordingly a debilitated Sun placed in different houses of a horoscope can give benefic as well as malefic results depending upon the nature of the Sun as well as the overall tone of the horoscope. In this article, we will discuss some of these benefic as well as malefic effects which can be experienced when a debilitated Sun is placed in different houses of a horoscope. Debilitated Sun in first house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated Sun placed in first house of a horoscope or kundali can give good result regarding the financial prosperity of the native, though it is not likely to give great results due to the weakness of Sun, but it can still give good to very good financial results. A benefic debilitated Sun in first house of a horoscope can also bless the native with very good results in his marriage and married life, and accordingly the natives under such influence are likely to get good life partners, and they are likely to lead a happy married life. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated Sun in first house of a horoscope can trouble the native with health-related issues, and some natives, under the influence of such debilitated Sun, can develop some long-time or permanent diseases. A malefic debilitated Sun in first house of horoscope can also cause problems in married life of the native, and such a malefic placement of debilitated Sun can also cause profession-related problems to the native, and as a result some natives under such a malefic influence may have to undergo very bad experiences in their married lives, whereas some other natives under the malefic influence of such placement of debilitated Sun may have to face delays, losses, and other problems in their professional spheres. Debilitated Sun in second house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated Sun in second house of a horoscope or kundali can bless the native with a post of power and authority in his professional sphere, and accordingly, some natives under the influence of such a benefic placement of debilitated Sun can be seen practicing as government officers, particularly the officers dealing with external affairs like officers working in embassies of their countries which are situated in foreign countries. A benefic debilitated Sun in second house of a horoscope can also give very good spiritual and religious interests to the native, and as a result the native can earn very good respect in the society. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated Sun in second house of a horoscope can cause problems in the married life of the native, and the natives under the strong influence of such a malefic placement of debilitated Sun may have to go through a very bad marriage which can end up in divorce in some cases. A malefic debilitated Sun in second house of a horoscope can also create financial problems for the native, and many natives under the strong influence of such a malefic placement of debilitated Sun may develop the habit of overspending, which may result in financial crisis many times in their lives, and some natives under such a malefic influence may also have to take debts many times in their lives. Such a malefic placement of debilitated Sun can also afflict the native with some diseases which are usually caused due to bad eating and drinking habits of the native. Debilitated Sun in third house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated Sun in third house of a horoscope can make the native successful as a police officer, army officer, sportsperson, powerful politician, and some other professionals of this kind, and as a result various natives under the strong influence of this benefic placement of debilitated Sun can be seen practicing in many spheres of life which have something to do with power, fame, physical activity, etc. A benefic debilitated Sun in third house of a Horoscope or Kundali can also render very good creative abilities, intelligence, intellect, and sound judgment to the native, and accordingly such natives can become successful in various different professions which require the above-mentioned abilities. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in third house of a horoscope can give bad results regarding the married life of the native, and some natives under the strong influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun may have to face separation or divorce in their marriage, and they may also have to face litigations filed by their wife's side. A malefic debilitated sun in third house usually gives one or other kind of problem regarding the professional life of the native, and such a malefic placement of debilitated sun can also make the native suffer from at least one permanent disease which can trouble the native every now and then. The natives under the strong influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun should be careful about their health. Debilitated sun in fourth house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun placed in fourth house of a horoscope or Kundali can bless the native with great amount of wealth, property, and luxuries, and the natives under the strong influence of this benefic placement of debilitated sun are likely to be born in rich and powerful families, and as a result they are able to enjoy life to its fullest right from their childhood. Natives under the strong influence of a benefic debilitated sun in fourth house of their horoscope are also likely to inherit wealth, property, and business from their paternal family, and these natives usually do not have to worry about professional success or finances throughout their lives, as this placement of benefic debilitated sun provides good financial security to the natives. Under its influence, right from the start, a benefic debilitated sun in fourth house of a horoscope can also bless the native with the company of very beautiful women, which may include a beautiful wife and girlfriends. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in fourth house of a horoscope can develop extreme materialistic, physical, or sexual desires in the native, and accordingly the natives under the strong influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun can waste a great part of their time, money, and health towards physical and particularly sexual pursuits. A malefic debilitated sun in fourth house of a horoscope can also cause problems in the married life of the native, which usually arise due to extreme physical nature of the native, due to which he may get involved in extramarital affairs which can spoil his marriage. Such a malefic placement of debilitated sun can also make the native very suspicious by nature, and such a native can spoil many good relations in his life merely due to false suspicion. Debilitated sun in fifth house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun placed in fifth house of a horoscope can bless the native with great success in his professional spheres, and the natives under the strong influence of this benefic placement of debilitated sun can be seen successful in many professional spheres like lawyers, judges, doctors, engineers, astrologers, scientists, analysts, researchers, politicians, diplomats, and many other kinds of people. A benefic debilitated sun in fifth house of horoscope can also give very good results regarding education, children, and spiritual progress of the native, and accordingly the natives under such a benefic influence of debilitated sun are likely to see good results in all of these spheres. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in fifth house of a Kundali or horoscope can trouble the native with problems in his professional spheres, and such natives may have to face much negativity in their job atmosphere due to negatively biased attitude of their bosses, seniors, and colleagues. A malefic debilitated sun in fifth house of a horoscope can also give a doubtful and suspicious nature to the native, and as a result such a native may develop a tendency to doubt even some of his closest friends or relatives, which can have an adverse effect on his relations. Such a malefic placement of debilitated sun in fifth house of a horoscope can also trouble the native with health problems and diseases which may not be fatal but which keep on bothering the native for a very long period of time. Debilitated sun in sixth house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in sixth house of a Kundali or horoscope can make the native benefit from ancestral property, wealth, or business which has been obtained from inheritance and other such kinds of benefits, and some natives under the strong influence of such a benefic influence of debilitated sun inherit good or great amount of wealth, property, or business empires from their ancestors, provided this fact is supported by their overall horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in 6th house of a horoscope can also bless the native with luxuries and comforts, and such natives tend to enjoy their life to the fullest. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 6th house of a horoscope can cause serious problems in the marriage and married life of the native, and the natives under the strong influence of such a malefic placement of debilitated sun are likely to face many kinds of problems in their married life, and some of these natives may have to face on or more than one divorces due to the malefic influence of this placement. A malefic debilitated sun in 6th house of a horoscope can also pose serious health-related problems to the native, and some natives, under the strong influence of this malefic placement, can get afflicted with a serious, permanent, and fatal disease, and therefore, the natives suffering from such a malefic influence of debilitated sun should be cautious about their health. Such a malefic placement of debilitated sun can also trouble the native on account of litigations and court cases, particularly the ones which are related to the property matters. Debilitated sun in 7th house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun placed in 7th house of a horoscope can bless the native with a good position of power and status in the house of government. And some natives having this benefic influence of debilitated sun in their horoscopes can become high-class government officers in the departments like police force, administrative services, army, and other such kinds of field, whereas some other natives under the influence of this benefic influence can become doctors, surgeons, engineers, physicians, consultants, advisors, and other such kind of professionals. The native under the strong influence of such a benefic placement of debilitated sun in 7th house of their horoscope usually do a love marriage, and they are likely to lead a happy married life when allowed by the overall horoscope of such natives. A benefic debilitated sun in 5th house of a horoscope can also bless the native with name and fame in the society, which usually comes due to his profession, and such a benefic placement can also bless the native with spiritual progress and travels to foreign countries. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 7th house of a horoscope can cause problems with education of the native, and particularly the higher education of the native, and as a result, some natives under the influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun may not be able to complete their education for one reason or the other. A malefic debilitated sun in 7th house of a horoscope can also trouble the native with problems related to childbirth and some health-related issues, and accordingly such natives may have to undergo delays and medical treatment in order to have their child, and such natives are also prone to health problems. Debilitated sun in 8th house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in 8th house of a horoscope can bless the native with wealth, prosperity, and business, which generally comes to the native by means of inheritance, though some natives under the influence of such a benefic influence may have to go through court cases and litigations in order to own such inheritance. A benefic debilitated sun in 8th house of a horoscope can also bless the native with a long lifespan, a good spiritual progress, interests and progress towards paranormal or occult, and many other things, and as a result the natives under the strong influence of such a benefic placement of debilitated sun are seen interested in the practice of hidden faiths, and some of these natives practice one of these faiths as their professions, and they can achieve good results and success in such professions. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 8th house of a horoscope of Kundali can cause serious problems in the marriage and married life of the native, which may include a late or a very late marriage, a disturbed marriage, divorce, or a broken marriage, and more than one divorce and broken marriages. In some extreme cases, the divorce is finalized due to the influence of a malefic debilitated sun in 8th house of a horoscope are usually finalized after much drama, litigations, and court cases, and the native under such a malefic influence may have to part with a substantial part of his wealth and assets towards the settlement of such divorce or divorces. A malefic debilitated sun in 8th house of a horoscope usually gives at least one permanent disease to the native, which can keep on bothering the native throughout his life, and which can claim his life in the end. Debilitated sun in 9th house of horoscope. A debilitated sun placed in 9th house of a horoscope can bless the native with very good all-around results, and this placement of debilitated sun can prove to be very beneficial for the native under its influence, as it can bless the native with professional success, name, fame, religious, and spiritual interest at the same time. The natives under the influence of this benefic placement of debilitated sun are also likely to get a wise and financially sound life partner, which can provide more strength and stability to the native. A benefic debilitated sun in 9th house of a horoscope can make the native settle in some foreign country permanently, and such a settlement is seen usually after the marriage of the native. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 9th house of a horoscope can delay the marriage of the native, and some natives under the strong influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun may have to wait very long for their marriage to happen. A malefic debilitated sun in 9th house of a horoscope can also cause problems in the married life of the native, and some natives under the strong influence of this malefic placement may walk out of their marriage as they feel suffocation in their marriage and they just want to break free from the bonds of marriage. Such a malefic placement can make the native very argumentative and outspoken, which cause problems when it comes to making and maintaining relations, whether it is a marriage or other relations. A malefic debilitated sun in 9th house of a horoscope can also affect the sexual drive and sexual pleasures of the native in a negative way, and accordingly some natives suffering from this malefic placement are deprived of their fair share of sexual pleasures due to one reason or the other. Debilitated sun in 10th house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in 10th house of a horoscope can bless the native with very good professional results, and the natives under the strong influence of such a benefic placement become successful as police officers, army officers, and other people working in police or paramilitary forces, lawyers, judges, and other people working with some government organizations. A benefic debilitated sun can give sudden and sharp financial gains through profession or through some other means to the native, and the natives under the strong influence of this benefic placement can benefit from unexpected financial profits more than once in their lives or many times in their lives, depending upon the overall tone of their horoscopes. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 10th house of a horoscope can cause serious problems and troubles in professional sphere of the native, and some natives under the strong influence of such a malefic placement of debilitated sun may have to face much delays and problems in their professions, whereas some other natives may have to face big losses, financial crisis, and even defame or disgrace due to this malefic placement of debilitated sun in 10th house of their horoscope. A malefic debilitated sun in 10th house of a horoscope or kundali can also give bad to very bad results regarding the married life of the native, and though this placement usually does not delay the marriage of the native, but it can cause serious problems in the marriage, which usually arise due to lack of mental compatibility between the native and his wife and due to careless attitude of the native towards his marriage, which means that such a native may be focused on profession and profession alone, and he may not spare proper time for his marriage, which can ultimately break his marriage. Debilitated sun in 11th house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in 11th house of a horoscope can once again be very benefic placement of debilitated sun, and it can bless the native under its influence with strong financial results, and it can also render great name, fame, and power to the native, and accordingly the natives under the strong influence of this benefic placement are seen very successful in their professional lives, and some of these natives achieve name and fame and a position of power which may come to them as inheritance or with the help of some member of their father's family. A benefic debilitated sun in 10th house can also give very good results regarding the income drawn from foreign countries, and accordingly many natives under the influence of this benefic influence can profit from professions which are related to foreign countries, and some of these natives may travel to these foreign countries on frequent basis, though they are not likely to settle in these foreign countries. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 11th house of a horoscope can trouble the native with unwanted expenses and debts which are usually passed on to the native by his family members, and the native under the strong influence of this malefic placement of debilitated sun may have to spend much time, money, and resources towards the needs and issues of their family members, which can hinder the progress of the native. A malefic debilitated sun in 11th house of a horoscope can also develop egoism and arrogance in the native, and as a result the native may start taking wrong decisions, and he may also start dominating the people around him, and these characteristics of the native under the strong influence of a malefic debilitated sun can bring his downfall at one point in his life. Debilitated sun in 12th house of horoscope. A benefic debilitated sun in 12th house of a horoscope can take the native to foreign lands, and many natives under the strong influence of a benefic debilitated sun are seen settling in foreign countries on the basis of their professions. A benefic debilitated sun in 12th house of a horoscope can also bless the native with very good progress in the fields like spiritualism, paranormal, and occult, and some natives under a particular influence of this benefic placement of debilitated sun can choose one of such lines or faiths as their profession. A benefic placement of debilitated sun can also render very good social skills and management skills to the native, which can help the native in achieving success. On the other hand, a malefic debilitated sun in 12th house of a horoscope or kundali can make the native overambitious and extravagant, and such a native may have to face many kinds of problems in his life due to this overambitious and extravagant nature. Such a malefic placement of debilitated sun in 12th house of a horoscope also pose professional problems for the native, which usually rise due to poor financial management skills of the native, which is one more thing that can come with such a malefic placement of debilitated Sunday. A malefic debilitated sun in 12th house of a horoscope can also trouble the native with the problems related to his children and the problems related to his married life. In this malefic placement can also trouble the native with some health-related problems. Hence, the placement of a debilitated sun in all the houses of a horoscope can bless the native with benefic things, and it can also bless the native with malefic things depending upon the nature of such debilitated sun and depending upon the overall horoscope of the native. Therefore, no conclusion should be made about the malefic nature of the sun merely by virtue of its debilitation, and no conclusion should also be made about the malefic nature of the sun merely by virtue of its placement in some particular houses of a horoscope. A thorough study of the sun, as well as the entire horoscope, is necessary in order to calculate the final outcomes of the placement of a debilitated sun in a particular house of a horoscope.